Hello, welcome to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. Today is Sunday, January 25th, and I'm not doing my retail thing today. We decided to close the store. I'm okay with that. Gives me more time so I can come and be present with you, and I can also feed my birdies and watch them. So, oh my goodness, speaking of birdies, oh yeah, so many. I actually had 6 bluebirds yesterday, and of course I must say was so cold, and I think we've gone through at least 20 pounds of birdseed. Yeah, there is that. But so worth it because so many birds, and it has been frigid here. And yeah, the starlings came back, but invasive though they may be, they deserve to eat as well. Yeah, I got to take my own medicine here, when I'm talking to the customers at the store, and I have to say, you feed one bird, you're going to feed them all. We can't pick and choose. So, that being said, yeah, they've obviously been around because it's not that they eat it all, it's they go through and they pick out what they don't want, and they're just making a mess. Again, which is great and good for the ground feeders. Anyway, I digress. It has been cold here, however, very doable because we did not receive any of the ice storm. I do think we got about 5-6 inches of snow, but it is more of the powdery snow. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I have my different little things that keep coming in that going, this isn't a natural snow. This isn't nature's snow. It just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't resonate to that. It just feels like a manipulated storm. Don't have any proof, never will. But that is just the way I feel about that, or what I'm sensing. And again, with that, I am very grateful that we were spared the ice, and that all the birdies and the animals and we are, at least here, are safe, and grateful, very grateful. That yes. So that being said, what else is there? Not a whole lot. No. Oh, no, there is a whole lot. Unfortunately, I don't think I will necessarily touch on that specifically. But I was encouraged, my spirit team did encourage me to come and be present with you, see what comes out, see if there's any messaging for today to assist us. And what comes in is feel whatever you feel. The happenings from yesterday in Minnesota, that has stirred up a lot. If and when you look at the external world and you are feeling grief, outrage, fear, whatever it is you may be experiencing and feeling, please allow yourself to feel it. Be in your safe place and allow yourself to feel it and to safely feel it. And I say that to encourage, because if we stifle it, if we ignore our feelings, if we suppress our feelings, deny them, then we're harming ourselves. The way the energy is set up in the higher elevations, so to speak, we can experience and process our emotions much quicker now. And to just allow yourself to experience, allow yourself a good cry, a good scream. I know I have a little boxing thing that, I used to use a lot, box, to allow yourself to safely express and vent emotions safely. No harm to you or anyone else. But that does help us and assist us in allowing it to flow through our body and to release it, to alchemize it. What we want to avoid is the suppression or the ignoring of what is coming up for us, what is being triggered for us on an emotional, mental level. It is there for us to look at, to us to acknowledge, to receive the information and the messages, incorporate the learning, and with compassion and forgiveness, we then release it and alchemize it so that it doesn't remain in our energy field, it doesn't remain to continue to trigger us. We still have a couple of weeks left of the snake energy before Fire Horse comes in. So there is a lot of old trauma that is being triggered for many of us. And the good news is that we can heal, and that we are in a healing place. And that winter, the snowstorm, whether it is nature-made or machine-made or whatever made, it is there that will allow us to stay indoors, ideally, and to be with ourselves, to allow ourselves to heal, to process. So take the time. There's still, like I said, 2 weeks until Fire Horse energy comes in, and then movement, external movement may begin. Right now we're still cocooning, we're still healing. So give yourself the space and the time and the loving compassion and gentleness to heal. Seek assistance if it is more than you think you can handle. Please. But it's important that we take care of ourselves, that we don't give our power away to that external, that we can heal our wounds so that we don't continue to react from a wounded place. And remember that a lot of what's going on out there are are many beings who are reacting from a wounded place, from many beings who have not taken any time to heal and are traumatized on many levels, and thus come from a reactive, angry space of inflicting pain, of inflicting hurt, of perpetuating this separateness, the war, the divisiveness, the greed, the power over, and all of that. They are the walking wounded. Not our job to fix them. Don't go there. I saw you. You went there. Oh, I could fix them. No, you can't. Not your job. That phase is long gone. We are each responsible for our own healing. Did you get that? You are not responsible for anyone else's healing. You are not responsible for taking care of and absorbing anyone else's pain or grief or process. I know in the past we've done that or attempted to do that. That's not the energy anymore. And no, it's not selfish as in, it is self. We are taking care of self, capital S, because if we have not healed and nurtured and come into a place of coherence and calm, we certainly will not be able to be of any assistance to anyone else. So although it may sound selfish and self-serving, yeah, it is, but not in that judgmental way. It is us taking care of ourselves, our individuality, our own energy, so that we can be the strongest, most powerful light and love that we can be. And that is what is going to assist and support those who are the walking wounded and who continue to perpetuate their hate and rage and bleh. You gently, with compassion and love, nurture and take care of yourself. Stay hydrated and remember to bless that water, purify it of any energy that's not for your highest good. Bless it with an intention. Be with nature. Do that which sparks joy, because that lifts your vibration. Because that is our, I don't want to say job, but it is what we're doing right now, is we are the ones who are holding the light. We are anchoring in the light and the calm and the peace. And if that means you retreat, then you retreat to here. And as you do that, as we heal, as we have raised our vibrations, you will probably notice, the same way I've noticed, you just don't resonate to some things anymore. Some of the things that brought you comfort do not. You know, I know for me, television. You know, I used to be a cable junkie, a news junkie. Oh, I had to let that go like over a year ago. But even some of the programs, the TV shows that I used to watch, I just simply cannot watch them anymore. I just don't. And there are you will know as you are existing and living and choosing, because remember, it is always a constant choice to choose that love over fear, that unity over division, peace over chaos. As we continue to choose that and our vibration lifts, there are going to be others that we've been hung around with or worked with, or family members even, that will no longer resonate with that. And that's okay, because they will resonate with those who they resonate with, just as you will resonate with the current vibration that you are residing in. It may mean a little while of emptiness, spaciousness. I like that term better, spaciousness. As you anchor in your new vibration and then attract your tribe. But remember, I think we were talking about it a little bit yesterday, we had certain roles that we assigned ourselves, or that society assigned us, that may no longer fit anymore. So just, gently, as you're cocooning, as you are nurturing yourself, ask yourself if there are any roles that are no longer in alignment with who you are now. Have you always been the peacekeeper? Have you been the linchpin that holds the family together? Have you always been the people pleaser, or always the entertainer? Any of those roles that go clunk inside now? That's okay. That doesn't mean that was a false thing. That's where you were vibing, and that's the role that you agreed to, and that's the role you learned with, and now you are different. And that's good. And that's wonderful. It is what it is. But just be patient and loving and kind with yourself as those old roles and identities fall away. And those people may as well. Or you won't relate to them in the same way. You will try, but it's just kind of like going, it just doesn't. And you go, okay, doesn't mean you don't love them, that you don't care for them. All it means is right now, in both of your journeys, you're just different vibration. And that's fine, and that's good. There is no right or wrong here. But honor yourself, honor who you are becoming through your remembering. Because remember, as we're raising the vibration, we are also releasing these layers that have been placed upon us, that we've placed upon us, that society, that external forces, whatever, have all placed upon us to keep us in our place, to keep us manipulatable. That's the word. And as we release, we become more empowered, more sovereign, more aligned and coherent. Not as easily fooled. And as you live and walk in coherence, there may be times of loneliness. As you see things that no one else around you acknowledges, or as you sense things, you may feel alone. two things. Know that you're really never alone because your angels, your guides, your loving beings are always with you. But then also know that your tribe awaits, those who are at that different vibration are there, and you will connect with them. We are all connecting. Is this making any sense? So yes, allow yourself, give yourself permission to experience all the emotions. Because just because we're raising our vibration and maybe, experiencing more of that higher consciousness, that does not mean that we're going to be free from the agitation or the emotions, all of that. It just means we're going to process it faster and not get knocked way out of alignment every time we experience that wave. Instead, we be like glass, we allow it to flow through and then come back to center. Tears are cleansing. Water is cleansing. Give yourself permission. But don't stay stuck there, because that doesn't do you any good, and it certainly doesn't do those people who are affected any good. Because the action that we will take needs to be one that stems from the place of coherence, a response, not a reaction. And remember that we're holding the vision. I always ask, this or something better, something greater for the highest good. And remember, everybody's something greater, something better is going to look different. And that's beautiful, that's fine. And when we all get on board to holding the vision and anchoring it in and being in vibrational alignment with this, something better, something greater for the highest and greatest good, authentic, organic timeline, then everyone benefits. And it doesn't matter if you're something greater as this and there's something greater as this. It's still something greater. And it is higher. Does that make any sense? Another thing that I was listening to Lee Harris and Pam Gregory yesterday, and I loved what Lee recommended. It's like creating a list of that you could put in your phone, write it down, whatever. But it's because we're going to get triggered no matter what. It's, with all of this, there are going to be times when you get triggered and you're going to go off balance. But what are you going to do to come back into coherence? When we're off and imbalanced, sometimes we're not thinking or feeling, so it might help to have a list of the things that bring you back. What sparks joy? Make a list of what instantly brings you into place of joy. Whether it's music, for me it's my sound bowls, it's my birds, it's my movement, it's a good comedy. It's, maybe it's reaching out to your best friend. Water, whether it's taking a shower, or if you're fortunate enough to live near an ocean, or a hot tub, whatever. What assists you in coming back to balance? And make that list so that when you're in the thick of it, when you feel like you're spiraling out of control, you can take a look at that, and you can look through the list and you go, no, that isn't, no. I can take a walk in nature and go do it. That's a nice thing to have in your toolkit. We cannot control what is going on around here. No matter how much we'd like to, we simply cannot. It is playing out as it is meant to play out, and we are being required to be as strong as we can. And by strong, I do not mean shutting your heart. That's not strength. That's protectiveness. That's actually fear. Strength is being so, you define strength for yourself. For me, it is being so grounded and present in my body that my heart remains open and soft, and my mind and my heart are connected and working as one, and I am connecting with my divine source, with my higher guides. And holding is like that place of neutrality, of compassion. That is holding in strength and love and light and compassion. Breath that connects you to your body, that brings you to presence. That is what is required of us now. Presence, coherence. Knowing and practicing what will bring us back into that place of coherence. To making our presence a priority. So that first thing in the morning before we get out of bed, we're connecting with our heart, connecting with gratitude, connecting with love, connecting with our guides and spirit beings, and filling our heart with love and compassion, and setting that intention to walk in coherence and light and love. And then we check in on ourselves throughout the day. We take moments to breathe, to be outside, to ground. We make our presence the priority. Because when we are fully present, we are emanating this calm and this love, this compassion that permeates out and affects those around us. It's powerful. For some reason, I'm just being called to just sit here like this for a moment. It's an energy transmission. I am. Remember. The I am. Let me see if any of the oracle cards want to assist in communicating any further messages for the highest, greatest good. Please, if you enjoy these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And check the links below for classes, or if you wish to support this channel. All right. Whew. I'm still feeling it. I love that. Who wants to talk? Let me try that again. I got like 3 of them jumped right out. Okay, seriously. I guess this one is the one that wants to talk. I was like, hey, like you're dealing with energy right now, so I wanted to communicate Oracle of the 7 energies, Colette Baron Reed. So, know that we are all one. Thank you. This is a continuation. We're just really getting the message. Really getting the message that we are in that land in between. Those of us who have been doing the work, the healing, we no longer relate to the heaviness and the drama and the chaos. And yet, the higher consciousness is not anchored in yet. So we are in the land between. The void, the expansiveness, the spaciousness, where we cultivate our oneness, where we become comfortable with stillness. Be at peace. Be one with all that is. Hold in your strength, hold steady in your light. You see, there is light emerging. Keep your heart. Keep believing in your heart, believing in the goodness, the charity, the gratitude, the wisdom of your heart. Do not let the external chaos and noise shut down this precious, beautiful heart. Allow yourself to continue to feel the love, to feel the guidance, to make the connection, establish the connection between mind and heart, higher wisdom and the wisdom of the heart. We are in the land of in-between, and we will be there for as long as we are there. We will continue to be able to tap into the 5D, that higher consciousness, as the rest of the heavier energies flail all around. But please don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Keep your focus. Keep your focus on something greater, something better. It's in our hands. It's in our hearts now. It is up to us to create this. No one else outside, no external force is coming in to save us or to do it for us. It is up to us to create, to hold that vision in our hearts, in our minds, in our sight. The universe hears us. The universe supports us. We are being guided. Trust. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. But we signed up for this. Remember? No, probably not. But we did, because we knew this time was coming. And we are the ones who have the strength to anchor the light and the love and to hold that for ourselves, for humanity, and for those to come. Call upon your angels, the higher beings of light and love. Fill, surround, and protect yourself, but hold in the love. Progress is being made, just not in our egoic timing. Trust. Believe. And remember to keep choosing love. Keep choosing unity. Keep choosing calm. Keep choosing something greater for the highest good of all concerned. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. So it is. Namaste.